Hello, it's me, CGD. Um, you're not going to believe this. These prison officers from Brixton Prison, the ones involved in this operation, death penalties and weapons of mass destruction, they actually think and deluding themselves that there's some sort of secret covert criminal investigation unit that no one knows about. That it's a secret that they're working on behalf of the British government, investigating alleged criminality. Um, the prison officers, they don't do traditional, legwork like police do. Proper investigation. They've got their hands on a multi-billion, well, let's just say about £300 billion worth of technology provided by, well, I think some of the funding personally comes from the USA. I can't prove it, but that's what I believe, and that's what I put out in previous pieces. But it's like a global conspiracy with British governments, past, present and future. And the way they've got it all locked in, these prison officers, they want you to believe it's one party, but they can't establish, and I can't either at the present, which is I have to go back to 1957, to when October 57, to when the first, I think, Russian satellite went up, and when they were developed from there. But the problem is, the files they have, they pertain to so many people, so many organisations, that these prison officers think they're very clever and manipulative. They think they can orchestrate and manipulate to paint the impression that certain medical institutions or healthcare providers in the Lambeth area are corrupt. It is absolute nonsense what these prison officers are talking about. They're talking about police being corrupt, counsellors, senior members of healthcare in treatment. Where they get this fabrication, this load of old codswallows from, I've got no idea. But I'm seriously hacked off on behalf of the British governments, past, present and future, over this, because they need to do something. They need to make a stand to sort out these prison officers from Brixton Prison. Senior Officer Westgarth and his alleged team, but it's not Westgarth, it's all of them. It's all of them that's in conspiracy theories SW2. They are the primary hierarchy. There are a few additions, but that is the hierarchy. There are newer officers involved in this, and all they keep doing is widening and bigging up these conspiracies and joint enterprises. But what they're really frightened of is any indictment, nationally, internationally or universally. But they think they're clever, and they think they can just manipulate, through the torture, hypersensitivity, and extract information off from me, which I've just reading on the net about a certain treatment place in Lambeth area, relatively brand new. They're trying to say that I've been supplying drugs to these people. I have never been inviting terrorists in that capacity whatsoever. I've only ever been there as a service user. I can't imagine where these prison officers get their information from. They're trying to lock me in a joint enterprise and a conspiracy to supply with people that, it's a fantasy of these prison officers. It just makes you sick. You get fucked up with it, with them doing this non-stop 24 hours a day. They're literally conspiring against the governments who allegedly helped put this technology in the prison. So whatever government was who put the technology in it, they'd like the buck to stop there, but it doesn't. The buck stops with the initial, how can I put it, start of these files. The files go back so far. That is what the prison officers fear as well, because they're trying to find a timeline, and they're concerned and really worried, not only for themselves, but for possibly, I can't see it myself, because their attitudes in the form of communication to me and torturing me has proven beyond reasonable doubt. They don't give a fuck about anyone else. They don't even care about their families. They're telling me all the time, we don't care if our families get killed, our children get killed. So how could you be like that? I care about my family. I care about children. It's well known in my friends and family circles that I'm very affectionate. And they've even got me on film, these prison officers, on their computer systems and data systems, being pleasant and very, how can I put it, cheerful. You know, every time I see to go out in public and that, people always nod and wink to me and smile. Some even stop and have a chat. There is nothing wrong with that. No criminal elements there whatsoever. It's their intention, the prison officers of Brixton Prison, to discredit any criminal case that might be brought against them by myself, my family and friends, or 6 billion people. Thank you very much to all involved in drug treatment in Lambeth. Love you all. Respect. CGD out.